Part of the time. All right. Hello and welcome back. We're here at our intermediate level for our nitric oxide release. Anyone using the blood flow bands, we've already added air. So if you're on a recording, go ahead and press pause, get your air in. And then when you're ready, come on up and join me standing. All right. So just a short little warm up here. Couple of hip circles. We're having a nice muddy day here in Palisade. Lots of rain. We got fresh dirt in the garden, and Moose has been tracking it everywhere. So we're having fun, getting ready to hit the road tomorrow. When you finish those hip circles, come on to single leg support. We're going to stretch the quad next, pulling that heel back, soft bend the knee, draw that stomach in, keep the front of those ribs tucked on down. Nice. If you want to add that forward reach, you can root down to that support leg, reaching on out. 10 more seconds. Very good. And 2, 1, come back up, and same thing other side. So set the foot, draw it all up and in, help that balance. Second leg. There you go. All right, again, if you want to reach it out, final 10 seconds. Long spine, make sure you drive that back thigh up as your chest comes forward. And 2, 1, release from there. Very nice. All right, kind of pace yourself into it. We're going to start with our half squat and front raise. If you want to use a light weight, you can. You want to just reach your arms out in front, that works as well. So set those feet about hip width apart, belly drawn in, and then when you're ready, breathe in as you sit back, breathe out as you stand tall. And Diane, I would recommend going unweighted on these when you come back in, since you did that first class. Save a little extra stress on those shoulders here, up and down. 10 seconds left, crew. We're going to go to a push-up next. I do recommend an elevated push-up if you have a spot that you can elevate your upper body. So taking a rest on that squat, setting your weight down, because you want this first effort to be relatively easy. So whatever that means for you, go ahead and place one hand underneath each shoulder. If push-ups off the ground are not tough for you, then feel free to go onto the floor. Otherwise, here we go. Drawing those elbows in, nice and strong through your midline, lowering your chest down, and have the eyes looking forward, looking straight down. Squeeze the tush as you push up. You go right there by the barbells. Nice. So you want to think about the push-up as that moving plank. So you want your body to look like a nice strong plank position. Great. Good, Kathy. Strong, Sharon. Moving well, Diane. Last time. And come on back up. We've got bicep curls next. So you can either hold a dumbbell in each hand, or I'm going to show it with the band here on this first round. Go ahead and stand on the band. If you're using the band, or elbows in, whether you have the band or the dumbbells, elbows in, and 2, 1, when you're ready, curl and extend. So we want to pull those weights in as high as you can, or pull the band as high as you can. And then also want to see you fully extend the elbow at the bottom. So working that full range of motion. Breathing out on the up, breathing in on the down. Nice. Moose, you going to start barking at us? We're in the middle of class, buddy. 10 more seconds, up and down. Dogs don't understand Zoom class. And 2, 1, rest from there. Good job. You want to grab a quick drink? And then we're going to do that one more time. We'll be back to our half squat with the front raise. All right, go ahead and set the feet. Just about hip width apart, soft toe out. And 2, 1, here we go. Backing up. Not worried too much about the depth here. More speed as you feel ready. So pulling down, driving tall. There you go. In on the down, out on the up. Awesome. Good. Midline nice and strong. No bounce in the bottom, just up and down, using those muscles. Awesome. Eyes looking forward. And 2, 1, and transition, push-ups. Just 2 rounds on this first circuit. Place one hand underneath each shoulder, walking those feet back. And then when you're ready, eyes forward. Imagine that moving plank. So while you're working that upper body, squeeze the bum, fire those glutes. That's going to help your bottom half be stronger. And you'll have less likely of a chance for your hips to kind of sag down. Help protect that lower spine. Fantastic. We're going to go just a little bit longer on this last push-up interval. 10 more seconds. If you get to where you need to rest, hold the top. 2, 1, and up for your bicep curls. I'm going to switch it up from the band. I'm going to go to some dumbbells. As you come to standing, toes forward, palms forward. 2, 1, here we go. Good. If you want to slow it down a little bit, you could go one arm and then the other. If you're getting too much of a burn or more than you prefer, if you want that higher burn, then flex both hands at the same time. Nice. Still trying to engage that lower body, squeezing those thighs, squeezing the bum. Couple more. 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. Set the weights down. Have a short little break here. We're going to do our little side stretch flow. So one arm reaches up, the other hand reaches across, peer up to that overhead reach. All right, our next circuit, we're going to be starting with a reverse lunge. So depending upon your confidence with the lunge, up to you if you feel ready to take that knee all the way to the ground or not. Good. Side step arm swing, friends. We're going to have 45 seconds on each leg. So I'm going to go unweighted, and then we'll see if on the later rounds, decide to add some weight. All right, so when you're ready, 3 rounds total, starting with the toes pointing forward, eyes looking ahead, and then let's start with stepping your right foot back. 2, 1, here we go. Your left foot stays forward. Trying to control that knee down, and we're coming to that high knee position. So using a little bit of balance here, coming all the way up and forward, drawing the toes up and forward, breathing in on the down, keeping that front shin vertical, heel planted, reaching those arms up as you step back, just like we practiced with that half squat. Nice. Breathing in as you step back, breathing out as you drive tall. Do one more. And 2, 1, and pause. Great job. We'll take 10 seconds. And then same thing, other side. Toes forward, eyes up, and here we go. Those arms up and out. That's going to help encourage that chest to stay tall. Good. And then Diane, as you do raise that knee up, pull the toes up and forward. That nice active ankle in the top. Excellent, Amy. Moving well, Kathy. Woo. Breathing in, breathing out. We've got some overhead work coming up next. So you can either just reach your hands to overhead, or if you want to use a weight, I'm laughing at the dog, not anybody else, controlling down, driving that knee up and forward. Last time, and rest. Good job. So overhead press or overhead reach. Moose has got some energy today. Elbows up and forward, toes pointing forward. And then when you're ready, either both arms together, or if you want to reduce that tension on your traps, go one arm at a time. This is going to be a 30-second interval instead of 45. Hi, Moose. Nice. And then if you need to add the legs, or if you want more pump in those legs, you can add a little dip and drive, what we call that push press. Just make sure when both arms go together, you don't overarch. There's our 30. Nice work. Set it down. Final exercise of this circuit is our side shuffle work. We'll turn it into a grapevine later. So you'll step and slide, or just a side step, depending upon your comfort. You can also do a jump jack if you don't have a lot of space. We're working some side to side motion. I'm not chewing on my feet. Good. And flow with your arms. 10 seconds left. Great work. Good. Make your way back to your start and everybody rest. All right, we'll take 30 seconds, grab a drink. We'll get ready for our lunges here coming up next. All righty. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go one more time fully through. If you wanna hold weights on your lunges, you can. I'm gonna stay unweighted. Toes pointing forward, eyes looking up, and begin. Back and down, up and forward, eyes up, knee drives up, toes lift up, and that forward step, awesome. Focus to keep those hips nice and level as you step back. Front heel grounded, awesome. Yeah, I like that kick, Sharon. Woo! 30 seconds in, 15 seconds left. Feel free if you want a little bit more rest. Take it now. Woo! Nice job. 2, 1, and pause. Short little hip shift, rocking them side to side. 10 seconds till we're onto the second leg. All right, walk those feet back in, eyes looking forward, and here we go. Always ensure that you just lightly kiss that knee on the floor. And I do want to see you moving through that full range of motion without any pain before you add weight to this movement. We want to build ourselves up to have that strength to go through that full range. The broader your range of motion and the more strength you build through that full range of motion, the less likely you're going to have injuries. That's our 30-second mark. Working for another 15 here, or you can take that early rest. We're going to our overhead work next. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right. Either make a fist or grab your dumbbells. Toes forward, elbows up and forward. And when you're ready, they're both arms together. Just make sure that if both arms are pressing together, I don't want you to lean back. Typically, if you struggle with that overhead mobility, you'll be less likely to lean back if you go one arm at a time. You get a little bit more forgiveness through that shoulder girdle. Once again, if you want to add that little dip and drive, sitting back into those heels, knees push wide. Good. Try to raise that hand right over top of your head. That's 30 seconds. Oh, I said we were going to work for 30 on this one. 2, 1, and rest. All right, Grapevine. You can either side shuffle once again, or if you want to add a little bit different stimulus, you'll cross in front, cross behind, either stepping or what would you call it? Frolicking, I don't know. Dancing side to side, working that mid body. Karaoke. Excellent work. Or just play with Moose. Come here, Moose. Come here. All right, we'll tug the puppy. Good, that's 30 seconds. We're gonna work another 15 here. Nice job. And 3, 2, 1. Make your way back to your start and short rest. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start the next round. We're gonna get the lunges in. Then we're gonna drop into a 2-minute plank challenge on the forearms. We'll let the air out and then we'll finish with our overhead press and grapevines. So starting here in about 10 seconds, if you wanna hold weight on your last round of lunges, go ahead and grab that now. So we're gonna go lunges on each side, then we're coming down for a plank. 2, 1, here we go. That front heel planted. If you are holding the weight underneath your chin as you step back, now I'm gonna try to push my elbows up and forward. When we're not using weights, remember we're reaching those arms forward. Nice. Breathing through it. Try to relax that face. If you're fighting through a little bit of burn in your legs, I know I am. Bring a nice soft smile to the face if you can. We're over 30 seconds now. 10 to go. Awesome. And 2, 1, and short rest in between legs. Great job. All right, toes forward. Eyes up. Ready, second side. Last time through on these lunges now. Keep driving that knee high, pulling those toes up as well as you raise that knee up. They always called it an active ankle. We did our track drills. Don't want to have a droopy ankle. Nice, strong, active ankle. Help prevent those falls. Train your body to lift up those foot and toes. Awesome. Still making sure that you're nice and gentle as you lower that knee down. Good. 30 seconds in. Breathing in, breathing out. Gentle smile. We're almost there. And 2, 1, and rest. Meet me down on the floor or elevated. If you want to hold an elevated plank, you can. Moose, moose. All right, we're going to go a 2-minute challenge. So you stay in for as much as you can without going to failure. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So really key here, we're protecting our low back, not letting those hips drop down. Eyes looking forward, draw that chin in, lift it up to the mid back. Moose, moose. Bruce is getting the kisses when you don't want them. Woo! All right, great job. We're almost 30 seconds in. I know you're like, 30 seconds? There's our first 30 seconds. Anytime you need to take a break, you can always drop back into a child stretch. Or those of you doing the elevated plank, you can just stand up out of it. You're looking to hold as long as you can without losing that position. 45 seconds in. I'll start to try to tell you every 15. We're going to let the air out as soon as we finish. Moose. All righty, that is 1 minute. I'm going to try to rescue Bruce here. Moose, moose. Hey, hey, look. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good job. Come on, help me hold the plank. Come on. Good work. That's a minute 15. A minute 15. Really focus. Keep pulling that belly button in. No arching of that spine. Keep lifting up through that shoulder girdle as well so you don't just collapse in that upper body. That's a minute 30, 90-second plank. Boo-boo. Awesome job. Coming on to that minute 45 right now. Final 15 seconds. Stay focused. Stay strong. Really drawing that abdomen up and in. And 3, 2, 1. Everybody rest. Woo! Drop back into that child stretch. Breathe a couple of times there. And then as you come out of it, go ahead and release your air. Great work, everyone. All right, we're going to stand up. We're going to finish that overhead press and the grapevine, and then we'll have our cool down stretch. So if you want to go a little bit heavier on your overhead press, now that we've let the air out of the bands, feel free to grab any other weights you'd like. We'll get started here in 20 seconds. So time to grab a little drink.
Feed the dog.
So gratitude for the wild puppy dog. And getting ready for that last set of shoulder to overhead. So once again, either one arm at a time or both arms together. Here we go. Breathing in, breathing out. I chose to do what we call the push press. So getting a little bit more activation of those legs, dipping down, driving up. Good. Nice. Squeezing the tush. We're almost there. And go ahead and pause there. Awesome. And then we're going to finish it out. Grapevine, side shuffle, whatever you choose. As you get there, go ahead and start. So Moose and I are going to grapevine. There we go. When you get to the end of your space, you can add a little valve, reaching down for the ground. We're going to go a full minute on this last blood flow piece. Hey. Just likes to attack the feet. I really like this grapevine option because it helps open up through the torso, practice the agility of the feet. Halfway through, another 30 seconds, friends. Ferocious sounding puppy behind the scenes here, literally, figuratively. Well, there's 45 seconds. We're almost there. If you need to, you can always walk this out too. Kind of treat it like a little bit of a cool down. All right, making your way back to the start. 2, 1, and everybody rest. Nice work. All right, grab a drink, and then we're going to go into our cool down stretch. We're going to start standing with our triceps side bend. So stagger the feet a bit. If it's your right leg stepping back, go ahead and raise the right arm up, draw the ribs down, draw the chin in. So you bend that elbow. So we're going to open the front of the hip, getting that hip shift, and then eyes up, drawing that elbow back. Squeeze the tush of that trail leg, and then you can bend towards that front leg. Breathing in, coming back to the top, hips back, hips forward, and take it to the side. You can add a little rotation if you'd like, peering up past that elbow. Good, one more time. Pull the chin in, watch that head and neck position. Breathe and rest. Good job. Back to center, in between sides. We're gonna go our behind the back stretch. So walk those feet nice and wide. Root down into your legs, meaning bend your knees, push them wide, and then interlace those hands behind you. Draw the ribs down, and then long spine, knees wide. You can allow that head to be heavy. And then breathe into your back. Maybe one more breath. On that next inhale, come on up. All right, tricep side bend on the opposite side. So probably your left side, back. Reach that left arm up, bending the elbow. Draw that head and neck in. Hips forward and adding that side bend. Come out of it, come back into it on this second time. If you want to peer up past that elbow, add a little bit more rotation. One of my favorites. Good. Final time, back, forward, rotate, glance up, and shake it out. Nice job. All right, let's return to that quad stretch that we started with earlier in the hour, or earlier in the half hour, pulling that foot up. Did all those lunges, so it's likely that you might feel some tension in your quads or those outer hips. We're gonna be coming down to the floor for some seated figure 4 next. You want to get that forward reach in again. We'll go 10 more seconds here. Find that spot to focus on. And resting there. Beautiful. In between legs, inner thigh stretch. So feet nice and wide. Side lunge, also known as our Cossack stretch. Gripping the toes down, pushing those knees out. And then try not to just drop your chest down. Eyes up, arms reach forward, just like when we practice that squat with the front raise. Good. Once you even out each side, shimmy those feet back in. And then our final quad stretch. Uh-oh, which leg? I think this one. Great session, everyone. We're almost done. Forward bow if you'd like. Your body thanks you for sticking in for that cool down stretch. Help yourself to stay healthy and recover well. Excellent. Coming out of that. And then to finish, you can either sit in a chair. I'm going to sit down on the floor for our final little seated figure four. Now you can see all the nice, lovely moose tracks that we've accumulated this last hour. Little extra character. All right, those of you on the seated figure four, you can extend the one leg, cross that foot over the opposite thigh, and then you're going to inch this foot up and in. I like to pull the shoulders back as I place those hands behind me. If you have your left foot on your right thigh, you want to push the knee out on that left side and then draw the foot and toes back towards that left knee. Just help feel that hip open a bit more, and then keep emphasizing that broad chest, chin in. We'll go another 15 seconds. If you feel like that's starting to open, you can kind of shimmy your hips closer to that downside foot. Still drawing the foot and toes back of that up leg. And when you're ready, go ahead and release. Same thing, other side. Cross it over and shimmy it up and in. Opening through the chest. And now the toes and foot, just drawing it straight back here. So instead of it being relaxed, pull those toes back. Yeah, I whistled at you, Moose. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, or in and out the nose if you can as well. Ten more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Let's finish on our backs. Lower on down. Pull the shoulders underneath, hug those legs in, a little double knee to chest. And then if you'd like to go deeper into that low back stretch, we'll go 2 knee twists, arms to the side. Bring both legs across as you turn that head and neck. Breathing in, sweep the leg to the other side. Once again, trying to keep those shoulders down so you get a little bit of length through your chest as well. Stop. About one more each way. Stop. Fantastic. And then when you finish, go ahead and extend your legs straight out in front. Extend your arms, wrist straight up to overhead. Try to stretch your body as far as you can from the tips of your toes to the tops of your fingers, the bottoms of your feet. Breathing in and out a couple of times here. And then when you're ready, just trace the arms nice and wide down to the side. And then I'd invite you, if you'd like, you can take one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And just let all the distractions around us try to zone out for a second as you breathe, and drop out of your head, drop into your body. Feel the belly rise, feel the belly fall. Fantastic. And just remember, your breath is always there for you. Your heart is always there for you. If you find yourself stressed out, caught up in your head, try to take a moment. If you touch yourself, touch your belly, that helps to remember all the functions that our body does for us without even being aware, helps us to come into gratitude, be grateful for what we can do, try to release all that self-criticism. And remember, life is meant to be enjoyed. So I invite you to do something fun today. After your class, play some music, dance, call a friend, and thanks so much for being patient here with Little Moose. We'll look forward to moving with you next time. Take care.